Hi, today we're going to do a very easy eye look using the Stila Lotus Bloom palette. I'll show that to you real quick. And if you need that other information, hopefully that'll zoom. So that's what we're going to do today. First, I'm going to take an all-over brush. This one is by Tony and Tina. It's my favorite. And I'm going to go for that lightest color in the palette. Now let me zoom in real quick here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so first we're going to start at that inner corner here. And we're just going to take that lightest color in the palette, starting from that inner corner, and blend it outwards. Now I have already put foundation on, powder on, all of that stuff, and I even put a little bit of an eye primer on. You can do this if you'd like or not. I am not in the frame right now. Okay, then we're going to go with that second color in the palette, whoa, which is this color that's right up there. It's a really pretty kind of mauve with gold reflecting in it a little bit, and we're going to start there from the outside and just really hit that brow bone and go all the way in. Make sure that's all blended like you want. Blending is the key to any makeup look. I'm going to go with a different brush this time, and this is the 239 brush by MAC. You see that? Focus. Not sure if you can or not. Whoa. Sorry, that would be my mirror falling on me. We're going to go with that darkest color then in the palette up there. So I'm going to tap a little bit on the brush, and then right there in your crease, I'm going to kind of flick up to really get that shadow there on that crease. And then I'm going to kind of go in from the corner on the bottom and in the crease and just kind of blend that in. Can you see? Whoa! I have to get a new mirror situation here. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to line my eyes using a plum eyeliner. And the great thing about using plums, it really looks fabulous on just about every eye color. It can really make blue stand out, it can make green stand out, but then at the same time browns still look really good. So plum is probably my favorite of the colored eyeliners. This one is also by Stila. I don't think it's focusing. There we go. So we're going to then go from the outer corner in, pull your eyelid a little bit. You don't want to pull hard because you don't want to give yourself wrinkles, but pulling it a little bit just kind of tightens the eyelid and makes the eyeliner easier to apply. So we're just going to pull a little bit. And I'm going to follow in where my natural lashes go, which is to about right there. You see that? And if you want, you can kind of smooth it with your finger. Great thing about these convertible liners is they've got a little bit of a smudging brush end. So you can kind of go in and smudge that out a little bit. And then I'm also going to go under the eye, and I pull down a little bit. Again, that's just kind of tightening that skin. And I'm also going to go on the wet line, which is that area between your lashes and your eyeball. It feels really odd if you're not used to it, but you do get super used to it, and it kind of tickles, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so we're going to do that. And blend that in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up that darkest color in the palette again. Tap off your excess so that way you don't have the fallout. And I'm just going to kind of smudge right over that plum liner. Not a lot because I don't want to lose that plum color, but I'm going to just soften it a little bit. Easy peasy. Okay, now we're going to do the other eye. Okay, so then do a little double check, make sure they're even. If they're not even, I like to go back with a clean brush. I don't really care so much what brush it is. This is a shader brush, so probably not the one I'd use. I like to go usually with a fluffy brush, but a clean brush, and then just go over the whole thing. Do Swirl, swirl, swirl. Other side, swirl, swirl, swirl. Just to make sure that everything is blended just like I want. The next thing you're going to do is to curl and put mascara on your lashes. Okay, now that we've done that, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see a little bit more of my face, and I can stay in frame a little bit better. Whoa, that'd be in, not out. Yeah? Okay. So now you can see both eyes done together. I'm going to use just the blush that came in this palette, mainly because I'm just trying to stick to this palette for now. It is a very pinky blush, but it's still fairly sheer, so it's not going to be too pink on you. And I'm just going to use my favorite brush of the world, which is the MAC 109 brush. I use it for powder, I use it for blush, I use it for everything. It's my favorite. So just going to, again, and I like to you're just going to brush that way. You never want to blow into your brush, get bacteria in your brush that way. Don't want that. So we're just going to, you can smile a little bit. Make the apples of your cheeks appear if you don't know where to put your blush. And I do like to hit the top of the nose and your temples up here. Just that's where the sun would naturally fall, so it gives you some good color that way. And the next thing you're going to do is your eyebrows. Now, I do usually use a brush and shadow for most people's brows. For myself, I use a pencil because my hair is naturally blonde, and I do tint my eyebrows, but they don't get nearly as dark as my hair. So if you are, I should totally be zoomed in again. Sorry. Okay, if you're doing a pencil, this is Alexis Vogel black pencil. And you're going to want to kind of follow the shape of your eye. Come on, refocus. Okay. Follow the shape of your eye and use brush-like strokes, lines, could kind of draw in the hairs. You don't want to just like scrub it in there because you'll get too much. It really helps to polish off the look. Even if your eyebrows do match your hair color, it's really good to put a little bit of a color on them. I usually go about one shade lighter than your hair color because I don't like them to get too dark. That's a personal preference. You could match your hair color a little bit closer if you want. But after I use a liner, I usually use just any little guy like this. This is just one of those long brushes. And just kind of helps to soften it to make sure you don't have too much sitting there. And there you go. So, can you tell the sun just came out? My window is really bright now. Okay, so last thing we're going to do is lips. And I'm just going to take, it's by Sexy Mother Pucker. I use it almost every day. But it's a lip shaping crayon, but a lip liner would work fine too. And I'm just going to line just on the inside of my lips. My lips are very large. I don't need to go over the line at all. And if you really want to get some extra dimension, take that liner and just do the outer corners. And then I usually just take my finger if it's on myself. If I'm doing it on a client, I use a brush. And kind of make sure it's nice and blended in there. Okay, and then I'm going to just take a gloss and again, brush on a client. This is my own, so I just use this on myself. And this is just a really nude, slightly mauve color. You're going to put in there. And this lip gloss actually comes with a lighter color on the other end. And what you can do with that lighter color without having that whole light color on your whole mouth, take that lighter color and just kind of dab, 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 dab. And it will give you that illusion of a fuller mouth because of that lighter color that's right there. Not that I need a fuller mouth. So that's the look. It's really easy. It's really pretty. It looks good on a variety of skin tones. You can use it in the fall or the summer or the spring or anytime really, but I'm really excited for fall makeup. It's the best time of the year for makeup. So hope you guys have a wonderful day and I'll talk to you soon.